Hello, good afternoon and welcome to JoyNews Room with me, Carlos Caloni. Coming up in the next 16 minutes, over 20 homes touched in Gumyoko in the Upper East region as residents fear that the situation may escalate. And Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Gold Board, Sammy Gyamfi, apologizes to Ghanaians after heavy public criticism over doling out an unspecified amount of dollars to self-styled evangelist Mahama, popularly known as Nana Agradaa, in a viral video. We have details plus thoughts of some anti-graft campaigners who are calling for more answers and possible sanction. And President Mahama, Lodina, and Vice President reaffirm commitment to women and families, pledge support for maternal health and empowerment in Mother's Day messages. Details of that in this particular bulletin. Also, a whole circuit court convicts and sentences 3 armed robbers to a total of 19 years imprisonment for stealing iPhone 6. And King Promise crowned Artist of the Year at the 26th Telecel Ghana Music Awards. These plus many international news coming up here, including business, in the next 60 minutes. Please stay with us. Well, about 12 more houses have been burnt last night by unknown assailants in the Gumyoko community in the Binduri district of the Upper East region in what is believed to be a spillover of the long-standing chieftaincy conflict in neighboring Boku. According to Joy News security sources, some other houses were touched 3 days ago, bringing the total to more than 20. Joy News' Upper East regional correspondent Albert Sorry joins us live on Zoom with more. Albert, what information are you picking up on this particular incident?
So what we know is that this Gumyoko community it has homes which have been deserted by the residents because for the last 1 month or so, they had become targets of attacks in the Binduri district. And so a lot of them have had to flee from their homes to other places where they will feel safer. And so these houses that have been torched at the time that this incident happened did not have people living in them. What we know also is that about a few days ago, some of them were trying to come back to the homes, but they didn't feel safe enough. So what they had been doing was that the military asked them to always come in the evenings to spend the night close to the military base in Binduri. And so when this happens, their homes become empty. And so the assailants may have taken advantage of this to set the houses on fire.
Looking like? Albert, I'm asking, what's the security situation? Do we have security personnel in town? Has security been beefed up? What is the situation like?
Yes, so the military base, which is dealing with the Boku incidents, is situated in Bazua, which is also in the Binduri district. And so you have a situation where you constantly get military patrols, you have police patrols in the town as well. But as far as Gumyoko itself is concerned, some of the residents have raised concerns that it appears, despite the fact that people don't live there, there hasn't been much security presence in the area because this attack happened during curfew hours when people should have been indoors. And so a lot of people are asking questions as to how the security could have allowed this to happen, to happen on their blind side. But what I can tell you is that there's security in the Binduri district itself generally.
Right, Albert, so have they been able to identify the persons who may have been involved in this particular crime?
This happened in the dead of the night, and so as we speak, no arrests have been made. We don't also know if they have been able to identify the culprits who did this. What I can say is that, highly placed sources in the security apparatus have told me that the military conducted an operation 2 days ago to try and see if they could, find the culprits after the incident of 3 days ago.
Right.
We are told that they did, find some people, but the information we have is scanty at the moment as to whether these people have been arrested and whether they are assisting in investigations. But that is something that is currently ongoing.
Right. Thank you so much, Albert. Sorry, is our correspondent in that part of the country, and he's keeping his eyes on the situation in that community. But let's bring in security expert Dr. Victor Daw. What message does this latest touching of houses in the conflict area actually send about the peace process being led by His Royal Majesty Otumfuo?
Thank you very much, and good day to you and then the viewers. I think it sends a very, very worrying message in that you have a mediation going on and expecting that the two sides who are cooperating will send a message of peace and even various updates with regards to happenings in the mediation to the youths in the town there. But for this to happen, then it means all is not well. There is something that either sides, the youth from either side may not have agreed to from what they have been updated with concerning the happenings in the mediation. And that is what would lead these youths to go on such a tangent. But it's very, very, very worrying. How do we go on from here? Do we expect that the committee, the Bokwitna Ethnic Peace Committee, be roped in with regards to the mediations also, so that whilst the chief, the king, is dealing with leaders or representatives of the two factions, the committee would also take upon itself and then extensively engage the grassroots, the youth at the grassroots level, with regards to calming down until the substantive recommendations are put in place and a roadmap is put in place for implementers to, roll out.
Right. So many are also raising concerns that this incident is not happening in Boko itself, but this is a spillover. And so, in one breath, what kind of message does this also send to the general security regards to the northern part of the country, how the Boko situation is escalating to other parts of that region?
Well, we need to look at how the two main ethnic groups are connected to the other ethnic groups in the environs of Boko itself. Okay, because then you're talking about the spillover, and this is what this is what happens. So if you have other ethnic groups or groups who are aligned to either factions, you are expected that these things would happen. So I think the security measures should extend and span to those areas. There should be a very comprehensive analysis, risk assessment done with regards to the areas that will potentially, go up in, take up violent situations. And then there should be the security beat up in those areas. I think by now, our security apparatus should know those areas, those ethnic groups that are affiliated or show sympathy towards either of the ethnic groups, and for them to take measures such as this. Other than that, then you're talking about the spillovers, which will happen more even if we don't take these measures.
Right. Before I let you go, recently the IGP was in that area, and a few weeks down the lane, we are seeing this situation. Would you say the police and the security forces themselves are on top of this situation?
They are, but my brother, we all know the challenges with regards to what is being faced now. Now, you're talking about patrolling daytime and then enforcing curfews when curfew hours take place. Okay, in the night, do our security apparatus have the capability to maneuver, to patrol in the night? Do they have the equipment that would assist them, okay, in the night patrolling, operational duties in the night? We need to look at that aspect also, because then we saw the 2 policemen who were killed in the night, this in the night. So I think we should enhance our night duty patrolling and operational duties as much as possible. Irrespective of that, I think once we beef up the security, more men are centered, equipment are centered, I think these things will be kept in as much as possible while sustained engagements are going on with the youths. And then the other stakeholders will also look at how we can get the arms, out of Boko itself.
Right. Thank you so much. Dr. Victor Daw is a security expert, and he's been sharing his thoughts with us on the happenings in Binduri in the Boku area. And away from that story, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Gold Board, Sammy Gyamfi, has apologized in response to heavy public criticism for doling out cash to self-styled evangelist Mama Pat, popularly known as Nana Agradaa. A viral video which captured Sammy Gyamfi counting and handing over dollar note from his car to Nana Agradaa after exchanging pleasantries with her at a funeral ground on Saturday has sparked uproar on social media, with many calling for full disclosure of the source of the cash. Mr. Sammy Gyamfi has since issued a statement on the matter, and my colleague James Avedji joins me on Zoom with details of that particular statement. James, what are the details of the statement issued by Sammy Gyamfi? Hello, James. If you can hear me, I'm asking what are the details of the statement issued by Sammy Gyamfi? If you can unmute so we hear you. Well, we will try to reconnect the lines to my colleague to get details of that. But it's a good time to bring in the former executive director of the Ghana Integrity Initiative, Victor Daw. He is joining us on the phone. What is your own reaction, and are there any possible breaches with regards to this particular happening? Well, we seem to be having some challenges with the connection to Victor Daw, and let me try and see if we can go back to James Avedji. But before then, take a look at what really happened in that video. Well, so that's exactly what happened in the video, and this video is actually making the rounds on social media. It is on the back of this video that the Gold Board acting CEO, Sammy Gyamfi, issued an apology to, the public. But James has the details of that particular statement that he issued. James, tell us what's contained in that statement.
Well, Carlos, Sammy Gyamfi in that statement describes what we have seen in the video as a kind gesture he was giving to a fellow human being, as he put it, in line with his personal beliefs and customs of extending a helping hand to people in need. He said he did that in private and hope his state at the gesture found its way into the public domain. He acknowledged the fact that it has sparked public uproar especially amongst people he describes as comrades in the public sector. And for that reason, he said he is deeply sorry. As he said, quote, "I am sorry for whatever hurt that gesture would cause the comrades as well as the general public who feel hurt about what we have seen so far." Nevertheless, he believes that his personal view about helping people, finding position in public office as a means of extending hand and helping people has not changed as far as his personal beliefs are concerned. So he acknowledged the public sentiment and apologizing for that, but remains committed to using public office to extend help to other people in need.
Right. Thank you so much, James, for the details of that statement from Sammy Gyamfi apologizing. Well, other people have also been talking about this particular happening, and we'll keep our eyes on the situation there and update you on this particular developing story in our subsequent bulletin. But it's Mother's Day, and President John Mahama has pledged to prioritize policies that uplift mothers, women, and families as part of a renewed national commitment to ensure that every mother and child in Ghana has the opportunity to thrive. In a heartfelt Mother's Day message, President Mahama acknowledged the resilience of mothers who, despite numerous challenges, continue to build better futures for their children and communities. His words were contained in a statement issued a while ago. And my colleague Collins Frimpong joins me on Zoom for more on that. Collins, what more has the president been saying about our mothers? Collins, if you can unmute so we can hear what you're saying. We seem to be having some challenge with my colleague there, but this is the message from the presidency, and it reads, "Happy Mother's Day to all tireless mothers working to build a better future for their children. Many of you encounter various challenges, yet your resilience inspires your children and others in the community. As we celebrate our Mother's Day today, let us renew our commitment to building a Ghana where every mother and child has the opportunity to thrive. From access to quality healthcare and education to economic empowerment, we will prioritize policies that uplift mothers, women, and families. Let's all take a moment to appreciate the incredible women who nurtured us. To my wife, Lordina, Vice President Nana Jane, and all mothers, thank you." And it's signed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic. Now, that was from the president, but the vice president herself has also issued a statement, and the statement, you have it there on your screen. It says, "Today, we honor the women whose strength, love, and everyday sacrifices build the foundation of our families and communities. To every mother, grandmother, caregiver, and mother figure, thank you. May you feel the deep gratitude of a nation that thrives because of you." That's Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyeman, the Vice President of the Republic. Meanwhile, the Joy News Joy FM trip with mothers to the Safari Valley Eco Resort saw mamas dancing to old tunes and spending quality uninterrupted time with their children. Hannah Odami was there and has filed the following report.
In 2001, I had a very major car accident, and then I had to be admitted at 37 for 6 months. I couldn't walk, I couldn't bath, I couldn't do anything. So she has to leave all my other siblings and come and sleep on the floor at 37 and take care of me for 6 months until I finally started walking. And it's an amazing thing. It's not all mothers who would do that. And then I really appreciate what she did. I'll never forget this.
The children sharing memories of how their mothers have been of great help to them.
When I gave birth, she was there. Fortunately, when my husband passed, about 9 years ago, she has left her matrimonial home and she has been staying with me for the past 9 years.
These and many more tributes were accompanied with gifts from sponsors. Prior to that, the team were shown the wildlife at the resorts.
So over here we have chickens that are not native to Africa. We have some cranes, we have some swans, we have some duck species, we have some pheasants.
This really intrigued the mothers and other patrons.
It's a great place for everyone to learn, to come and learn, to see nature, to see what true nature is, to see what God is.
There was a lot that I learned from here because the animal species and the bird species, most of them were not known to me and were not familiar. But my rounds here got me well informed about their habitat and their way of life. So I've really enjoyed my coming here.
And many more were excited.
This is very nice and demure. It has everything that has to be here. The animals, the birds, the deers, and the fishes here. It's a place everyone has to visit.
There was variety of meals to choose from. And of course, Safari Valley gave mothers a treat. Chef Romaric Foley is overjoyed that the mamas love his food.
All of our items will come from our farm. For example, if you see the tilapia there, it's for our canal here. I just fetch this morning, just go to canal, just take fresh tilapia and I fry for you guys. We have a kongote and a pano soup. The pano, I just go to the farm, make the pano soup fresh for you guys. We have fufu. You have the Spanish rice, you have plain rice, you have the pasta salad, you have ham salad, you have the fruits, and you have the dessert. The dessert, you have a lot of dessert. You have bread butter pudding, you have cheesecake, you have Victoria sandwich, you have fruit platter, you have orange, you have pineapple, you have watermelon. Yeah, because you guys are special for Safari Valley. Because of that, I give you guys special
food. Then the requests to multimedia poured in.
Charlie, thank you so much, multimedia, and we hope you will do same for Father's Day as well. Don't leave us out, multimedia.
It should be organized maybe monthly, just to take out stress. Because I'm a businessman. We businessmen, we don't have time to socialize. So at least every month you just take your kids and you leave Accra. And today, like, I have to be in Accra, but I'm here. I told my people that I'm not coming. You can't work and you die and leave at the morning. You have to enjoy it.
So are you happy that you made this investment?
Oh, no. I'm really happy. This is internal tourism. We have to boost Ghana and be proud of Ghanaians who are making things that will employ Ghanaians and let we Ghanaians enjoy. It's not every time that you have to travel outside and you go and pay a foreign currency.
Now, the verdict of the mothers who were brought here by their children.
This place is very, very enjoyable. I enjoy it. Though I can't walk for a long time, but when I came here, because of the enjoyment that I have, I was able to go around everywhere. So my grandchildren were laughing at me. Grandma, when you walk here, there you sit down, say, I'm tired. But today when we came here, you were going around with us. So I enjoyed the place very much.
It's fantastic for me. It's nice. And I love everything here. So I'm happy, so much happy. I'll tell you, I'm saying may God bless them and give them strength so that next year we will come with no mess.
Both mothers and children have many, many unforgettable moments from this day. From the Safari Valley Eco Resort, I am Hannah Odami for Joy News.
From the Safari Valley there. Now, but let's take you to Ho, because Circuit Court has convicted and sentenced 3 armed robbers to a total of 19 years imprisonment for stealing iPhone 6. According to the Ghana Police Service, the 3 were arraigned on 2 counts of conspiracy to commit robbery and robbery, which they pleaded guilty to. The armed robbers were convicted and sentenced to 3 years each on the charge of conspiracy to commit robbery. In a related development, the police says an investigation conducted so far indicates that Bukari Yakubu has been dealing in narcotics within Akachi and its surrounding areas. A search conducted at his residence led to the retrieval of the 92 slabs of substance wrapped in yellowish material, suspected to be Indian hemp, and 2 royal motorbikes suspected to be stolen items. Upon preliminary interrogation, the suspect admitted ownership of the items. He is currently in police custody assisting investigation and will be put before the court. Well, let's now take you to the Ashanti region, where Asokore Mampong confirms Ben Abdallah Hassan as MC despite strong opposition. The president nominee for the municipal chief executive for Asokore Mampong was confirmed by the assembly members on Saturday. Ben Abdallah Al-Hassan secured 94% of total ballot cast. It comes after controversies arose following the nomination of the candidate, which resulted in the suspension of some party members. Nana Yaujima sat through the process and filed the following report.
The Asokore Mampong Municipal Assembly has functioned for over a year without a presiding member. Before the confirmation, the Assembly had to elect a presiding member in the person of Mohammed L.A. Jara. Ben Abdallah Al-Hassan was able to secure 17 out of the 18 votes, representing 94.4%. In his acceptance speech, Ben Abdallah Al-Hassan indicated his willingness to discharge his duties within the dictates of the law.
It is my pledge and honor that I will act and work the role of the municipal chief executive, bearing in mind the dictates of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, the Local Governance Act, Act 936 as amended by 940 of 2017, as well as the model standing orders. To His Excellency the President of the Republic, I am enormously thankful to you.
The Member of Parliament, Muntaka Mubarak, who was present at the event, expressed gratitude to the stakeholders in ensuring the MC was duly confirmed.
Having said it, I want to urge all of us to know that after politics came to meet us. But before the politics came, we were brothers and sisters. We are community members. Let's focus on getting our communities developed more than any other thing. I know it's very difficult sometimes, and I understand. And I pray that this solidarity that we've seen in the vote will not just stay here, but you will let it follow through the whole of this mandate.
Meanwhile, the presiding member for the Asokore Mampong municipality, Mohammed L.A. Jara, spoke of the need for all assembly members to extend support to the MCE. For Joy News, Nanaya Ojima, Kumasi.
Well, away from the government is making plans to digitize the land administration management system in the country in a bid to reduce cases of land dispute. Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Alhaji Yusuf Suleiman, said an amount of $165 million is required to implement the project, which will solve, among others, other disputes on double or multiple sale of family or overlapping of demarcations. This came up during the inauguration of the Upper West Lands Commission Board. Joy News' Upper West regional correspondent Rafiq Salam has more in the following report.
Supervising High Court Judge Justice Alhaji Yusuf Asibe swore the 18-member newly constituted board of the Upper West Region's Lands Commission into office.
Protect and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God. So help me God.
Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Alhaji Yusuf Suleiman, who inaugurated the board on behalf of the Sector Minister, Emmanuel Amakofi-Boa, urged members of the newly constituted board of the Lands Commission not to use their inclusion on the board to pursue their selfish interests, but rather the collective interest of the region.
Encourage investors who want to come and do good business. Discourage those who want to come and abuse the system. Involve all stakeholders, particularly our chiefs.
Alhaji Yusuf Suleiman also used the opportunity to call on the members to decentralize the administration of land in the region.
I know we have only the Regional Lands Administration Office here, Lands Commission Office here at the regional level. What if somebody from Tumu who wants to register his land? It means that he has to travel down here, come and file, go back. So it is a disincentive, okay, to people who want to even register their land.
Turning to the reset agenda of the John Mahama NDC administration, he urged the members to embrace it wholeheartedly and lend their support to any initiative that may be generated out of it. He cited the 24-hour economy as an example.
It's common to all of us, the 24-hour economy. There are aspects of land that will require to be able to roll it out. I expect this committee to help any activities that will involve the need for land for this noble program.
The Bole legislature considered that the Lands Commission is confronted with numerous challenges, majority of them being overlaps of land demarcations and multiple sale of family lands, resulting in sea of land disputes in the country. He pledged the commitment of the government to resolve the issue by digitizing the land administration system in the country.
We will require about $165 million to be able to do it. The minister is engaging stakeholders, is engaging the investment community to partner with government to be able to digitalize the system so that as you sit here and you apply for your land, it is easier for somebody who also wants to buy that same land to be able to tell that already somebody has filed for this land, so that you don't also go file, and at the end of the day, you have conflicts. We are working at it and want to ensure that it becomes one of the legacies of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Our Regional Minister, Lawyer Charles Wonga Pozun, was pledging the unwavering commitment of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council to supporting them to execute their mandate, however urge them to be fair and just in all their dealings.
Your work must be inclusive, participatory, and sensitive to the needs and aspirations of all stakeholders. I urge you to work hand in hand with traditional authorities, especially the revered custodians of our lands, our chiefs, queen and queen mothers. Do not see traditional leadership as a competitor, but rather as an indispensable partners in ensuring that land is preserved, managed, and transferred in ways that respect both legal standards and customary values.
Chairman of the newly constituted board, Lawyer Idris Munjamilu, thanked the President for the confidence reposed in them, pledging on behalf of the members that they will not let him down.
Board is carefully drawn from people of diverse backgrounds and expertise, which I believe to a very large extent will be brought to bear. Therefore, the resetting agenda of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as far as we are concerned, is in safe hands.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
Let's stay a bit longer in the region because Vice Chancellor of the Simon Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, Professor Emmanuel Debiri, is partnering with relevant stakeholders to get the Upper West Regional Hospital elevated to the status of a teaching hospital. It will also submit the appropriate curriculum for the university to get accreditation to start a School of Medical Science. Professor Deribil was speaking at the send-off and appreciation ceremony held by the Upper West Regional Hospital. Rafiq Salam report.
It was a campaign promise in the run-up to the 2024 general elections of President John Dramani Mahama to open up a medical school at the Simon Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, SDDU, and elevate the Upper West Regional Hospital to a teaching hospital should he be given the nod. The aim is to create more openings for persons who want to pursue medical science and also to increase the medical doctor population in the country, particularly the Upper West region.
We already have the medical school at the campus in Tamale, and we think that there's the opportunity to open another medical school here in the Upper West region as part of the University of Business and Integrated Development Studies. And when we open that, then we'll need to upgrade the Upper West Regional Hospital to a teaching hospital so that the students can do their practicals and clinicals there. So that is all on the drawing board.
Speaking at the send-off and appreciation ceremony held by the Upper West Regional Hospital in honor of its pioneer medical director, Dr. Robert Amesia, Vice Chancellor of SDDU, Professor Emmanuel Debiri, was grateful to President John Dramani Mahama for honoring his pledge.
Permit me to use the opportunity to thank His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama for his vision to grant us a medical school. We are committed to giving feet to this vision and translating it into reality. To achieve this, to execute this, the university would need to work with the regional hospital so that we team up in our work towards to get the teaching, to get this regional hospital upgraded into a teaching hospital, and also submitting the appropriate accreditation, curriculum for accreditation.
Professor Emmanuel Debiri commended Dr. Robert Amesia for partnering with the university to achieve the feat and is hopeful that the incoming medical director will continue from where he left off.
Dr. Robert Amesia has demonstrated vision and drive towards this project. In fact, we've had meetings and discussions and setting an agenda in this direction. And so, for the president to bless us with this decision is a blessing that has come in handy to smoothen and roll out this process. And we are sincerely grateful.
Dr. Robert Amesia, an orthopedic and trauma surgeon, took over as the acting director of health services at the start of last month in the Greater Accra region, having served for 19 years in the Upper West region. He recalled with nostalgia the opening of the $52 million state-of-the-art hospital, where they have to start from the scratch with their hands tied to their back, but with tenacity and perseverance, they were able to pull through.
This was a hospital new with all the state-of-the-art equipment. But the very first day we began here, we didn't even have a single pair of gloves. We didn't even have a single needle and syringe. We didn't have even 1 gallon of liquid soap to begin here with. So we had to take the bull by the horn.
Dr. Robert Amesia thanked the Regional Health Directorate, management and staff of the hospital, and the Water Overlord, now for Senator Philippo IV, and other key stakeholders for the support given to him during his tenure, and urged them to extend same to his successor.
I want this hospital to grow better, and I'll be very happy whilst in Accra or anywhere I find myself to hear that this hospital is better than the way it used to be when I was here. That is the only legacy that will be. Because if you leave and tomorrow, next week, next 2 weeks, the hospital is on its knees, then it means nobody was mentored.
Upper Suja Minister Lawyer Charles Wongo Posun, on behalf of the chiefs and people of the Upper West region, thanked the staff of the hospital for the support given to Dr. Robert Amesia, which culminated in the service delivered, stating that the accolades received are a reflection of collective efforts as they are of his leadership.
You exemplify the spirit of teamwork and service that drives real transformation in our health system. While we are certainly going to miss the presence of Dr. Robert Amesia here, we take pride in knowing that Greater Accra, indeed the entire nation, will now benefit from the same caliber of leadership that you brought to the Upper West region.
Dr. Robert Amesia leaves the Upper West Region Hospital after almost 6 years. Under his tenure, the hospital won back-to-back the title of the best regional hospital in the country. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
You're still watching JoyNews Room with me, Carlos Calone. We'll return with business. Please stay. Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. In business, the University of Health and Allied Sciences in Ho has received a major technological upgrade from Stambing Bank, Ghana. The donation worth over 300,000 Ghana cedis includes state-of-the-art teaching tools aimed at advancing digital learning. But even as the university celebrates this generous gesture, its vice-chancellor is sounding the alarm over a pressing accommodation crisis and is appealing for urgent private sector support. My colleague Ivy Priscilla Setoji has more in the following report.
The donation, valued at over 300,000 Ghana cedis, includes 10 high-performance laptops, 2 85-inch smart televisions, high-definition multi-purpose cameras, and 20 educational tablets, critical tools to enhance teaching, research, and virtual engagement. But while classrooms at UHAS are becoming smarter, a major challenge persists. Thousands of prospective students are turned away each year, not for lack of merit, but for lack of space. Professor Lydia Aziato is the Vice-Chancellor of UHAS.
Hostel for UHAS is very, very doable because we need a place for the students. Last January, those who qualified to be admitted were over 14,000 students, about applicants, but we were able to take only 2,775, not even 3,000 out of the 14,000. So you have a lot of disappointment. People come here and cry. We can't do much. So we need the hostel facilities for the students.
The bank also made a cash donation of 141,000 cedis to the Ho Police Training School towards the construction of the parade grounds, and also 100,000 Ghana cedis to Mauli School to support the refurbishment of a dilapidated 6-unit classroom block. Head of Personal Banking at Stambing Bank Ghana, Harry Opoku Ajima, says the donation to UHAS is one of the 3 made by Stambing Bank in a single day, all aimed at strengthening institutions that drive national development.
And when we say growing capital, it's not just about giving them money to do that. Sometimes it's just about developing the people who are going to do the work. And the 3 donations that we've made today are typical examples of developing the people who are going to do the work. If you look at what we did at UHAS, it's about developing the health sector through the personnel. If you look at what we did at Ghana Police, it's about developing the
the Ghana Police Service through training. And obviously, Maoli School is an educational institution for which we are all aware of. And so basically, the fundamental issue here is trying to drive Ghana's growth or Ghana's development through the little that we can do in education-wise. So I will say that every year, this is something that we do, helping institutions bring up the training development for their personnel.
Ivy Setoji, JoyNews Room.
Entertainment King Promise has been crowned Artist of the Year at the 26th Telesur Ghana Music Awards (TGMA). The Paris hitmaker emerged victorious in a close contest with Black Sherif, Stonebwoy, King Paluta, Joe Metal, Team Eternity, and rapper Quaker Smoke. King Promise went home with a total of 4 awards. There's more in the following report.
26th edition of the Telesur Ghana Music Awards held at the Grand Arena saw fans and industry players troop in to honor the very best in Ghanaian music. The red carpet was a glamorous display of a wide array of designs tailored by Ghanaian designers to perfection. Artists and many in attendance shared their expectations for the night.
I mean, we're looking at what will happen tonight, because we are here to take it home.
I want to enjoy Ghanaian music. I mean, these are one of the awards that, the prestigious awards that Ghanaians look up to. Yeah.
Nothing but pure entertainment. I'm just here to have fun. I'm here for all the thrills. I'm not even going to lie.
I will get into music. I'm saying it right here on this platform.
Okay, Kwame, you like that?
Yes, I love that.
I am here to lead all of us to the throne room of grace.
I think I'm doing something special. Okay. That my fans, they know what I can do. They know my capabilities, and so I don't have to talk much.
Hey, I love to dance, and I'm just hoping to have a good time tonight, and I just hope that, may the best person win.
The electrifying performances by musicians on the bill kept everyone in the auditorium on their feet, dancing and grooving to their tunes.
Watching, and yes, it be a machada, and yes, it be a mania. How near my dear, I'm would there be a place? Pull up, every time you want it, and that's a papa, when we are getting pull up, we said that to the pull up, pull up on every street, pull up, every time you want it, and that's a papa, when we are getting
Many musicians took home awards from respective categories for their hard work. The most anticipated category, Artist of the Year, featured Stonebwoy, Black Sherif, King Promise, Quaker Smoke, Joe Metal, King Paluta, and Team Eternity. But the two strong contenders, Stonebwoy and King Promise, went toe-to-toe, sweeping 3 awards each. But in the end, King Promise was crowned Artist of the Year. He thanked all who supported him and asked fans to watch out as he has more in store.
But I want to tell you guys one thing. As you guys have chosen me to represent you guys, I want to tell you without failure, I promise you, it's Ghana to the world and I'm going to go. God bless you so much. Have a good night, Ghana.
Lois Shola Adeyemi's report read to you.
Well, that's all we have time for here on JoyNews Room. And we say kudos to all the mothers who are celebrating the Mother's Day across the world. From us here in JoyNews Room, especially my producer, MFA, and all the mothers in the house. Thank you so much for watching. You can log on to myjoyonline.com. My name is Carlos Keloni. Have a good afternoon.